I welcome you all for today's session. In this session, I'm going to continue with the fourth chapter on sociology, that is, of types of society. Before starting with today's contents, let us recall what we had studied in the previous class. In the previous class, I introduced the fourth chapter in sociology, which is about the types of society, under which we discussed about the meaning of society and the definitions given by the sociologists and as well as the nature of society. The six important nature of society we discussed, that is of society is the community of communities, and society is the web of social relationship, and the similarity and resemblance of the societies what we see around the world, and the cooperation and division of labor, social control we discussed, and also the last feature, that is society is very dynamic. So continuing with this particular topic, that is types of society, today we are going to discuss about the importance of society and as well as the types of society under which the first type of society will be learning today. Around six types of society has been identified, in which the first one is of hunting and food gathering society that we will be discussing today. Okay. So, uh, before starting with this um, type of society, that is hunting and food gathering, let us learn about the importance of society. In the previous class, as I told you, we learned about the meaning of society and the definitions as well as the nature. Coming to the next content after the nature of the society, it is importance of the society. What is so very important about the society? Do you find only in India the society? No, it is everywhere in the world. It is universal. It is understood. The human society is everywhere in the world, and the human life and the society go hand in hand. You cannot separate them because they are interdependent. So, without human beings, society cannot rise. Without society, human being cannot live, exist himself. Okay. Human life is made possible by the society because it is uh, providing the needs of human life. So, society was there before the birth of an individual and remains even after his death. Hence, society is universal. It will be forever. Everywhere it exists, and it will be forever. Whether you or me will be there or not, but it will be there. Society will be there. It is universal. It is there everywhere in the world. The second one is necessary for protection and the nourishment. Yes, as we had discussed in the previous, there are certain common things which we need to repetitively think. Okay, necessary for protection and nourishment. It is so very essential for us to protect ourselves and to take care of one another. So this job will be done by the society. So, with the interest of society, social being, that is human being, society takes utmost care of one another, where every individual is responsible. You see, in this particular paragraph, society is needed for the nourishment and the protection of individuals and the social groups. With its complex structure of complex means the complicated structure of cooperation. It cooperation you cannot expect from everyone, but it is a part of society. You all know that. And the division of labor, where everyone may not be excelling in all the jobs. The division of labor helps us to increase our production and meet the needs. You take example of any this thing items, for instance, until and unless the job will be done with a group of people, it cannot be completed or reached to the needful person. Farmer grows, for example, farmer grows crops to us, and it has to reach to the market through transport system. There, the tertiary sector is very much important. From the primary, tertiary sector, directly you cannot consume paddy. ಭತ್ತನ ತಗೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. And it has to undergo a process, that is the polishing and rest of the things. They are depending on industry. So these are the things which will be done on the I mean it is a process where the product, if at all it is it has to reach to the consumer in the market, means it has to undergo a process, so under which the division of labor plays an important role. So division of labor is nothing but division of work. Then the social control. You cannot say that I am a human being and I have the liberty to do whatever I want. Yes, to what extent? There is a limitation. If you cross that limitation, you will be taken care by the society and you will be brought under the control by the society. Social control will be there. You cannot say, however, you cannot say that you can live according to your whims and fancies when you come to the public life. So it is your wish to hit the other person in the society without any this thing. It's an offense. Okay. So people mob will not simply watch. It will take you into task and it will start punishing. So social control is very much essential, and this is what social control means. You cannot play according to your whims and fancies when you come out of the house. When you are in the society, you should be abide by the norms in the society. Okay, social behavior is very much important. And institutions also. When you all know that you are studying in the school, and when you come to the school, it is a responsibility of the institution to give the protection to you all and the nourishment in the school atmosphere. So, so similarities in the society takes care of the needs of the human society. You see, entire this thing topics what we had, entire contents what we had studied, we are studying under this society. uh, it is lingering around the needs of human beings, okay, and how it will be fulfilled, and which are the which are the which is a important aspect which helps us to meet all our needs, that is society, isn't it? So with this we can come to the conclusion that without society, human beings cannot exist. Without human beings, society cannot exist at all. It is very simple. So, it is very much needed that we should live with harmony, cooperation, coher um, that's what cooperation among one another, and collaboration is also very much important, and the peace and order is also very very essential, and taking care of one another and who are in need of our help, we are supposed to lend. So with this mutual understanding, man, the society will function. The third one is of society plays a major role in personality formation. You just see, I had mentioned about many philanthropists in the previous session too, like about the Sudha Narayan Murthy, then Ratan Tata, like this. Many actors and actresses who have lended their support during the calamities and as well as the emergency. Okay, so at that time their contribution, now when you start noticing, obviously you feel like becoming like them, and to do something good to the society. So society plays a major role in personality formation. It helps us to know about many unknown people, many unsung heroes. Their work also we will come to know when we start observing the society, and their work will become an role model to us, and we will also follow them. Okay, so it just molds a personality, means the person's behavior it controls, and it molds too. Society decides the aims and patterns of human beings. The features of human nature develops in the society itself. Society provides proper channels to showcase one's talents. You see, proper channels to showcase one's talent means it is understood. If you want to um, show your talent. If you want to exhibit your talent in the society, you will be given an opportunity to exhibit your talents to get shined in the society. There are various modes to reach to the people. Like now we see the electronic media, what you are watching through now with the help of mobile or laptop or this one smart TVs. All these are directly or indirectly, it has become a mode of communication regarding the education. But when you use the same technology to exhibit your talent, we have seen many students sending their this one what poster making competition, the poster making competitions, and many articles for this thing. These are all the special this thing where you will find a platform to share your talents, okay, showcase your talents, to exhibit your talents. So the society provides you to exhibit such talents with various medias. So one such, that's what I said regarding the competition, poster making competition, and as well as the essays and the articles for magazines, and these are all the areas where where you are show exhibiting your talent by posting them in the um, media. That is, it can be of electronic media or even newspaper, rest of the things which reaches to the mass. And at the same time, you will also start gaining the knowledge by reading others. So it regulates the natural human weakness and as well as desires, facilitating the healthy growth. Obviously, the timid and the students and as well as human beings, they will overcome with their problems. Sometimes the personality development, what we say, the programs like personality development programs will help us to get cherished, okay. And many public speaking this thing interviews, if you would have heard public speakers whose interviews, if you would have heard, that will really motivate, and it just pushes the weakness of the person to the corner, and as well as he or she will cherish with the healthy thoughts, okay. The fourth one is of reinforces the life, just makes the life to be uh, fair enough to lead. The vast aspect of the society is enveloped our life, and it not only envelops from the outside, it envelops from the inside as well. The relationship between the human beings and the society is not so very simple one, okay. It is a complex one, forming the individual's uniqueness, thoughts, and the emotions. Say everyone in the society whom you come across may not be the like-minded people. It will not match with all your ideals, and even their ideals will not match with your ideologies. It varies, isn't it? Each and every individual is different from one another. So we all know that. In spite of knowing that, we don't we expect others to be very good to us, is it not? If they are not good, then again we will expect, and we'll start fighting for that expectation. So this enmity will continue. It should not happen at all. So we should know to understand, and we should know to accept the things which are happening around us, and however it is good for the well-being of everyone, we have to take up in such a way by bringing this uh, uniqueness and good thoughts, and with the good emotions. There are six types of society, as I told. There's no uniformity in the society. I mean, community. It varies from one place to another place, and ages to age, from one age to another age. So, based on the age and the region, the society has been divided into six major types. So, based on jobs and works also, job and the nature of work. Following are the six types of societies. First one is of hunting and food gathering society, pastoral society, agricultural society is the third one. It is nothing but rural society, that is village society. Then urban society, industrial society, and information society. It is a recently raised one, the information society. Okay, and urban and the industrial society are of similar kind only, so with slight differences. Today we'll be learning about the first type of society, that is hunting and food gathering society. You're seeing a picture here, isn't it? An aged man, prehistoric man. We cannot call these people as an prehistoric people. Historic, ancient people who lived in dense forests. And here you see they have lived. They started the human race, which started leading a settled life. You can see here near to the river. Pasteurization is cattle rearing has taken place, and many cattle are there around us. A lady who is holding a sickle, and the other lady, she is doing something with the this thing, pot. And here how they work together. So this picture speaks about the ancient way of life. That too, the human beings before becoming the civilized life, that is in the initial stage where he was living in the forest, dense forest, and very close to the place where the water used to be available, and there by hunting the animals and um, meeting the needs of their group, they used to lead their life. So that community is known as an hunting and food gathering community. Their aim was to hunt for the sake of food, to meet their hunger, that's it. Okay. First stage of human evolution. See, that's what I said. First stage of human evolution. It is simple and the ancient society, as I mentioned you uh, before, that it is very, very old society, ancient society, where people are very simple and their minimum need is to fill their belly. That's it, to meet their hunger. It is very small in size, not a huge group. What we have seen in this cosmopolitan and urban city, it is not a huge one. It is very small in size. The human beings were engaged in finishing hunting animals and gathering foods from plants and trees. So the role of status in the society were fixed based on the age and the sex. So that is gender. Okay, the role of status in the society were fixed based on the age and the gender. So you all know that um, men folk always tries to demand and command the respect in the society. So it has been told that it is of male dominated society. So it has taken place from the ancient period. There were no desire. Desire means wish of accumulation of wealth. So they were not bothered about the wealth and all. Their need was only to meet their hunger. And whatever they used to get by hunting, they used to share among the other members in their community, since it was of very small. So the intimated relationship, caring was taking place, and sharing was also there among them, was also there, and it had become a norm of the society to uh, share the food whatever they get on the daily basis. Sharing the sources is an important trait, and hunting was there. Hunting was done by using the stone tools. So it was not that modern weapons they were using and modern tools were being used to kill the animals. They used to use the stones. Okay, by now Stone Age, Stone Age people would have you would have learnt about the prehistoric life of human beings and their history, isn't it? So, even this, how did the human beings raise themselves in the forest, prehistoric man and his life? all those things you would have learnt. So this is how even they were attacking the animals by using the stone tools, and with that, whatever they used to get, the animals that they used to share among their group members to meet their hunger. Okay, so today we had discussed about the importance of society and the various types of society, in which the hunting and food gathering society we had discussed in detail, isn't it? So that's all for today. Prepare yourself well for your essay one test. You all know that by now you are having portions in your hand. Lesson number 1 and 2 is there for coming round test. Hardly you'll be having 3 questions in sociology from the first 2 lessons. Read your lessons from the textbook and try to mark the areas which can be expected under 1 mark. So whenever whichever point which I would have highlighted while teaching, uh, that all can be expected under 1 mark question, and even the assignments what I have given, based on that also the question can be asked. So it's very very easy if you go through entire lesson thoroughly. Okay, and make separate note for yourself apart from the notes what we are giving the questions, so that will be helpful for you to recall the things with your convenience. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you, children.